Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a Christopher Mitchell video, catch up on all his scamming ways and all the stuff that he's trying to do to lure people in. But we're going to do a ride along. We're going to do a ride along as we get to our destination. So we'll go as long as it takes to get to where I'm going. So this is going to be a rather long video, so I hope you guys enjoy it, and we're going to catch up on a lot of stuff. Okay, we're going off of his Facebook page. You know, he's page, and he's says he's known all over the world as the #1 gambler. All the stuff that these people say, these MLM strategy, trying to use it in their scamming ways, because in general most people will never make it in multi-level marketing. It's tough. Can you make it? Sure you can, but it's tough. You have to lure people in and get them pumped up. It's a big hype thing, and you know, it's what he does. He hypes and he lets you fail after he collects the money. So let me show you how great I am. I'm live at my first ever Stanley Cup Finals, baby. At the beginning of the season, I said I'd be here. Now I am. So he's in Las Vegas at the T-Mobile Center watching the Stanley Cup Finals. Great. He's got 28 likes posted one day, 16 hours ago. 16 hours ago. And of course, the Vegas Golden Knights won last night, I believe 5-2. So he does another video outside the arena in Las Vegas showing, you know, all the Golden Knights have an amazing pre-game show around the casinos, going through the casinos, and their fans getting like a pep rally going. So it's very interesting. So I'll say this: the Vegas Golden Knights, very, very fan friendly, and all the fans gather around the different casinos. Very fun place to be. So I'm sure it's a good time down there. So we're gonna go back one day ago, and he's talking about he's in Vegas right now at the Stanley Cup Finals. You know, if you're there, why not host a mastermind group? You know, I hear he has less than 5 people in his inner circle, from what I've been told. Less than 5 people, and he's raised the rates back to $9.99. I don't know what they were before, but that's what he's done. And I'm sorry that you're seeing so much sky, but I'm in a rather large van, so you're just gonna have to deal with that sky. I'm really sorry. Instead of more road, but that's okay, guys. This is just for information. I'm really not, so I'm able to talk and give you guys the information. So he's in Vegas right now. He attached photos of him and the family. And now he's going to play the typical MLM scam of telling you how high rollers can make it, how high rollers do it. So he's at the Bellagio, I'm assuming, and he wants to share a story. So I'm going to kind of read it word for what he says. 99% of the time I go to the casino, I'm the big dog. You know, he brings a $25,000 bankroll. Let me tell you something. You go into the high limit room or into the Bellagio with $25,000, you're not even close to being the big dog. I mean, I'm watching people with $100,000 chips. I would never even say $25,000 gets people's attention. To be honest with you, I go to Lake Charles and I see people playing Baccarat, and I see $50,000, $80,000, $100,000 out there all the time. I mean, $5,000 bets are very common. So I don't know what he's talking about. $25,000 is a big dog. That ain't nothing, to be honest with you, especially if you claim to be a professional gambler. And most of these people have markers and credits, and you know, they just signed it. It's not uncommon for somebody to sign for $100,000 and they bring you the chips. It's not uncommon. It's very common, actually. I've seen it at Caesar's Palace more than 50 times easily, and this is going back 20 years. So he has this in his mindset because he's really a small thinker. He wants to pretend he's a big time guy, but when you're talking about 25 grand, it's not a lot of money when you're gambling and doing what he says he does. So Well, not last night. I was not the big dog. I had $25,000 with me, and I gambled in my bathrobe. Watch my reel. So he shows a picture of him walking around the Bellagio in his bathrobe. What's that about, people? Seriously, you're gonna walk around in a bathrobe? I saw that. I'm like, is that supposed to impress you guys? Is that supposed to tell you anything? It just tells me he's a moronic idiot looking for attention. We already know he's an attention whore. It's really sad. 44-year-old man with a 2-year-old acting like a fool. Okay, so I don't know why that's relevant, why he's sharing it, but he goes on to say, last night was one of those 1% times I was not the big dog. Well, let's say if you walked into a casino with 25 grand, I would say, I don't have any evidence and proof, but I guarantee you're not even in the 50% percentile in high limit rooms and when he's playing. We're talking about Baccarat. It's very, very, most of the time the table limits are very pricey, and these people are, they're not like you're just playing blackjack. They stay for a while. So he goes on to say he walks into the high limit room looking at all the different tables and deciding which one to play at. Remember when he did that? He had to try to find the table, the perfect table to play at. God would lead him to that table. Hysterical. I'm talking over $1 million in chips. That's supposed to impress you guys. That's supposed to impress you. I'm talking about $100,000 per hand. People betting 100 grand per hand. I know that happens. I watched it with my own eyes. Now Christopher's all trying to think, how can I be one of those people one day? How can I get suckers to send me money so I can be one of those guys? I saw one guy lose $500,000 in 15 minutes. I gotta admit, I've seen that. I've seen that at the Wynn. I've seen that at Caesar's Palace. I saw another guy lose $1 million in about 45 minutes. I don't think I've ever witnessed $1 million loss, but I have seen a guy lose hundreds and hundreds of thousands in less than a time of me getting up and going to dinner. I looked at my dealer and pit boss and said, and that's what FU money is like. That shows you what kind of white trash individual he is. He talks to the pit boss and the dealer, and he says that kind of statement. I've seen these people lose, these high rollers he's talking about, lose $20,000, $50,000, $80,000, $100,000 a hand. I've witnessed that, and they're emotionless. They don't bat an eye. I would look over at my wife and say, God, I can't believe how emotional. They have zero emotion. But he's got to relate this to FU money. That's how white trash this guy is. Damn, I need to get some of that. That's what he tells the dealer. Damn, I got to get some of that. The problem with these, and he shouts this out in all caps, crazy rich idiots, is that they don't have any strategy or common sense. Let me say a few things on that. When individuals are betting large amounts of money, you don't know what they do for a living. If that's Jeff Bezos or somebody that has literally hundreds of millions of dollars, close to billions of dollars, or they might have inherited the money. It doesn't mean much to them. They don't value it. I can't think of that Greek gambler that would bet hundreds of thousands of dollars in poker tournaments, and he didn't value it, so it didn't mean anything to him. Well, why does it not mean anything to Christopher? Because he scams his way to wealth. He doesn't go to your 9-to-5 job. He doesn't work for his family. He doesn't go out there and work hard. His working hard idea is, how do I scam somebody out of their money so we can feed my family and take care of my needs? He doesn't have a job. When you're not working and you're not putting in the time, you're not valuing it like people probably watching these videos that are out there working hard, they value it. You know, how hard is it to make $400? You know, my dad used to ask me, I said, is that a lot of money? And my dad's comment, I would ask my dad when I was a kid, Dad, is that a lot of money? And his response was, son, it's a lot of money when you don't have it. So, you know, think about that. Let that sink in. You know, $100 to somebody on the street being homeless is a lot of money. You taking a trip to go to Walmart or your local grocery store, that's not even going to cover your groceries. So think about it. He's so fascinated with rich people, rich lifestyles, what they have, and that's it. That's all of the people in MLM. They're always, you know, they're just fascinated by what rich people have. So the problem is with these crazy rich idiots, they don't have any strategy or common sense. They're just throwing away money, and lots of it. I made $5,000 in 30 minutes, so I had a much better night than they did. Go light, baby. And they show a picture of him and his wife out by the pool doing his thing. And I don't think he's making a whole lot of money off of people in his inner circle. You know, 5 people paying him $1,000 a month, he's making $5,000. So he's got other scams going. Or he has more people in that inner circle than I think. He's not making it off the $1 Million Blueprint or any of his stupid books. So he goes on to say that one day ago, and again, this post, he got 38 views or 38 likes. So he's not really relevant in the whole Facebook post. It's just, he's so addicted to trying to throw himself out there that he'll do anything for attention. So he goes on, I'm going to read this to you guys. Here's a question that dead broke douchebags ask me all the time. Christopher, if you truly want to help people, then why don't you let your private inner circle be there for free? Why don't you have free services? LOL. Every single time I get asked that dumb question, it tells me that person will never become successful at anything they ever do. Poor me. Feel sorry for me. I'm looking for a handout. He's always saying people are looking for a handout when they want something for free. That's what they do at the MLM meetings. They ask you for the $4.99 to sign up. You know, and what do you get for that? Nothing. The right to do their services. Well, that $4.99 goes right up to the upline and gets distributed amongst the people that recruited you. So that money gets divvied up, and now you got to go find a way to make your $4.99 back. And usually you can make that $4.99 back in multi-level marketing pretty quick if you have any kind of hustle. You'll get your $500 back, but they know after that $500 you're going to be screwed. So you're going to get your investment back, but now you got to go out and do the thing. But everybody that recruited you just got paid. So he's talking about dead broke douchebags are always looking for a handout instead of a hand up. Classic multi-level marketing phrase. Read that again until that sinks in. You know, they always say that, let that sink in. So let me answer the dead broke douchebag's question publicly once and for all. He says this once and for all. This is the 7th or 8th time he's posted this video. Okay? Over the course of the last 2 or 3 years. He's probably posted it longer than that. So here we go. Do these douchebags ask the clerk at the grocery store to have free groceries? Absolutely not. That's kind of funny. Kind of funny. You know, he's comparing his services to the grocery store. Pretty funny. Do these douchebags ask the clerk at the gas station for free gas? Hell no. Do these douchebags ask their landlord for free rent? Hell no. Look at the comparisons. comparisons are just absolutely insane. Do they ask Spirit Airlines, the airline that broke folks use, to let them fly for free? Hell no. So why do these dead broke douchebags ask me and other millionaires to give away our products and services for free? He always uses us like there's somebody else. It's you, Christopher. You don't have a team of people, you know? And then he says, I was dead broke for a long time, but I never, ever was a broke douchebag. Yeah, you were. You were the biggest broke douchebag ever. And he says he never asked for anything. That's a lie. Where's that lie button? Y'all remember when he says he wrecked his car and somebody offered to give him a brand new car on the showroom floor? You know how that went down? The guy probably approached him and said, Christopher, what can I do to help? Well, I don't have a car. Can you help me get a car? If the story's even true. So yes, you did get a free car and you never repaid the guy and you just got a free car. If that story you said is true, you could have easily said, no, I don't want a handout. That guy gave you a handout, no matter if you asked for it or if you he volunteered it. You got a handout. You're a lying sack of you know what. So before you go all righteous like you're this hard worker, you got a free car from somebody, and you said that in your own video. We don't owe anyone anything. Who's this we? You owe yourself. Another classic MLM line. Successful people help others because we want to help you, not because we need to. Not sure what that even means. Want to or need to. We don't give our valuable services away for free because our products and services are valuable. Guys, martingale until you win. Martingale till you win. Bring a big bankroll. That's all the advice you just had to pay him for. $999 to hear this. Martingale until you win. Play out a table limit you can afford. And have a big bankroll so you can bang with the casinos. You just got all the gambling advice for free. The best things in life are free. They use this at the MLM meetings. The best things in life are free. Well, I'm here to tell you that's a downright lie. The best things in life are expensive. You need to get suckers to pay you monthly revenue passively so you can afford all the great things in life. And when they fall on their face, you just move on to a new group of suckers. A Rolls Royce is expensive. Living in a mansion is expensive. Flying in a private jet is expensive. Stop believing the best things in life are free. Or rich should help you because they're rich. You know, I've been on this planet over 50 plus years and I've never thought to myself, what rich person's going to help me today? I never thought, how am I going to go take something from somebody, give them information they're going to fail. Guys, y'all aren't going to make it playing the martingale. You're eventually going to have that string of bad luck and you're going to feel like a fool. So if it works for you, consider yourself lucky. But do I think you guys can feed your family, the masses of you people? Absolutely not. You're going to lose. You're going to lose. I guarantee you there's people out there that have a lot more money than Christopher, and if it would work, and they thought it would work, they'd be doing it. It's not because they don't know. I mean, you know, it's very obvious that this guy is just trying to get these suckers, and the suckers he gets are all foreigners, all elderly, or approaching elderly, or very young and naive. And I think they've learned after the first time they've seen the Boston Bruins bite him, and then the Boston Celtics got him. He's lost on both Boston teams. Remember he posted that big picture of the Boston Celtics in Game 7? And he lost. And it's funny because both teams that beat Boston or from Florida. So this guy, you know, he has a string of bad luck. He's not a big game. He doesn't hit big games. He actually loses big games. You know, he lost a game against Milwaukee when he went up to Milwaukee, and Boston came in there, Miami came in there, I think, and beat Milwaukee. I believe that went down. He lost that one. The rich will help out the poor who are looking for a hand up, and then he says, not a handout. I got news for you, Christopher. Nobody cares about a hand up. We live in the world of handouts. Our U.S. government, that's all they do is hand out. So get used to that. I don't believe in it, but nobody wants your advice and have to pay for it, because I just gave your advice away for free. Martingale until you win, have a big bankroll, and hope you don't hit a string of bad luck. I can't stand people who contact me looking for a freaking handout. If you don't pay money for something, then you don't pay attention. Another classic example of multi-level marketing phrases. If you don't pay for it, you don't pay money, you don't pay attention. That has a little bit of merit, but not what he's selling. And guys, don't buy what he's selling. Guys, do not buy what he's selling. That's why we charge. Here it goes again. We. He uses that term, we. That's why we charge you, because we don't want you to waste our valuable time, which is exactly what you do when you give our products and services away for free. We. Go life, baby. We. It's so funny because you can't say I or me, because it's got to be we. You know. Then he has himself with all the fake drop money on a table, with that fake smile and that fake laugh. You know, he doesn't ever. Here's another thing about multi-level marketing people like him. When you ask them about the money, when you ask them about, you know, like, give you an example. When you ask Christopher Mitchell about that Boston Bruins loss, he's just going to tell you how great he is, and that doesn't mean anything to him. Trust me, I don't care who you are. You lose $20,000 or $21,000, that's a lot to lose. That's more than his bankroll. That's more than his percentage of bankroll. He's never, ever discussed anything about his sports betting as far as money management. That's the key to winning in the casino, especially if you're doing sports. It's all money management. So I can tell you, just from what he shared, he lost $21,000 on Ohio State against Georgia. He had Georgia, Ohio State bit him. He's lost over $10,000 on Ohio State over the years. He's lost another $20,000 on the Milwaukee Bucks. No telling how much he lost on the Boston Celtics in Game 7. But you know, you got hundreds of thousands of dollars. Hundreds. Just in the big game. So he shows you a parlay where he wins $200 or $300. You know, so what? So what? I have yet to see a $20,000 winner yet. So guys, what he's basically doing is he's going on Facebook to make himself feel better, trying to reel in people. But you just have, you know, you have a lot of fools out there that actually believe that you can do what he does, and it's simply a lie. And guys, you know, I'm doing the best I can with these Christopher Mitchells. There's nothing to uncover. There's nothing, you know, I see these stupid comments that people leave on other channels, and they say, you know, what can you do to how do I say this? Because everything's already been done. How do you find new info out, new intel? You people that leave me comments like, I'm going to go to Chicago and follow him around, you're going to chip in for me to go. Y'all are just fools. The Andrew Chipras, whatever you are, that just demands videos. I can only put up videos when he does Facebook content, and I make some humor out of it. I'm not following him around. I'm not driving to Chicago or flying to Chicago. I'm not going to the casinos to see what he gambles. If you guys want to do that, you know where he plays. Go for yourself. I'm not angry at you guys, but y'all make it sound like I just, you know, I look at his Facebook feeds and I give you guys some humor and tell you how ridiculous he is. And that's what it's come down to. You want guys, y'all can report his channel. There's a lot of channels y'all should be reporting, but I'm not going to get into that. Y'all all want all this drama, and I know that's what the videos y'all love is drama, and I wish I could give that to you. There's nothing to give you. The guy's on Facebook just telling you how great his life is, and it's funny, and I try to make some humor in it, and I'm driving down the road. I've already gone 45 miles, and I'm just trying to tell you guys, I will be putting up content, but I gotta let the content gather. There's nothing to uncover. There's nothing to dig up. Unless I get something from people that know him or share something with me, that's all I can give you guys. The guy is just a squirrely, wannabe rich guy that hangs around with other slime balls that tries to hone his skills to find suckers to send him money. That's what it boils down to. Has he won any big bets? I haven't seen any sports bet tickets that he's won that are big. But Andrew, you don't have to. You don't have to leave me comments and all this stuff when I told you I can't just fabricate stuff. You say it, my stuff's not original. I read it right off of Facebook. There's no secret Christopher Mitchell hiding place of information. I'm just the one that makes the videos and puts them out there for you guys. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to y'all on the next one. Have a great day.